Eleni Christianson, business development professional, also California Building Industry Association's Professional Women in Building Council Vice Chair and Education Outreach Chair. Graduated Cal State Fullerton with a degree in business and a concentration in entrepreneurial management. I got into this business actually by accident. In my senior year in college, I was introduced to the owner of a construction company. And I had the opportunity to work with him as his executive assistant, working part-time while I was still finishing up my senior year in college. And that's how I got started in construction. And from that point on, I worked my way up through various positions within the organization, from office management to contract coordinator, administrator, to project management. And then that led to marketing and sales and business development. Definitely arrive early, because early is on time. On time is late, and late is unheard of. So show up early. That's the first piece of advice I have. And it doesn't hurt to have a pencil or a pen and a notebook to take notes, especially if you're going into a meeting. Some piece of advice I've learned, I like to write, and when you write, you remember. Even if you throw away the notepad or the page and scrap it afterwards, it's nice to write things down, key points discussed. There's usually always follow-up. And with that, I would highly recommend signing up for something. In the course of work, you're also assigned to do things, so you show up to the meeting on time, and then you follow up. Networking is really important in any industry and really to any capacity. Networking is just another form of communication and interaction between two people. That's how I see it. Or in a mixed setting of many people in one room. In the professional setting, networking is welcome in the sense that people want to meet other people and introduce to other people. So always have business cards handy. Networking, how do you do that in the high school setting? Maybe going to college is join groups and associations that have the same interests that you do, so that you're joining something that you're passionate about, and start from there. It's that easy. And everyone has email. Follow up with an email. Hey, it was great meeting you. I'd love to stay connected. And by the way, here's my LinkedIn link. Connect with me there. When you don't have your handy cell phone, or you don't have time to enter all the information on there, you always have LinkedIn as a resource. You can find people's emails and their phone numbers and other information that you may not have realized you have in common with people. So the power of connection is really, in my opinion, the purpose of networking, and where you can be a resource to the people that you meet. You never know what will transpire, whether it's a future career opportunity, or maybe you're helping someone else in their career progression as well. I always believe that if you help others, it will come back to you. So keep that in mind, the you view in mind, and tune into the WII-FM, What's in It for Me radio station. When you're speaking to someone else, maybe a prospective client, it's important to know what they're interested in, and to listen and take note. And you never know where there might be a good niche in there for you, or where you might find that you have a great talent in helping that person, organization, or association. So much work out there available. Skilled labor especially is hard to come by. And the only way you can learn is really working through a private enterprise, a business that will show you the hands-on tools that you need, or taking a class or a course that can give you some basic introduction to the vast world of building and construction. There's so many skills that are needed to meet the demand is huge, and there's not enough supply of skilled labor. And what that means is you can have make a great living for yourself and your family, be a good provider, have the things that you want, work at a reasonable pace in your life. This isn't working 60 hours a week. And also, frankly, too, there's something to be said about working with your hands as a skill set. It's relaxing. It's peace of mind in a way. And the career opportunities are really extensive. If you started a laborer in one company and you stick with it, you will most likely be promoted along the course to the point that maybe one day you will end up owning your own company. And that's something pretty lucrative. We need that. We need to keep building. There's nothing more precious in our economy than having this skill set. Without skills like this, who's going to build? There's always going to be a need for building. Especially high school students may be inundated with negativities or feelings that they can't when they look at others that possibly are doing better than they are academically. But there's something to be said about hidden skills unbeknownst to people until they try something. And so never give up. If something doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. Always be doing something. Don't stop. And you'll find your way. And of course, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So ask for help. Ask for advice. Reach out to your peers, teachers, mentors, people that you aspire to grow into the same career path that they're on. Call them and ask them for advice and tips and things that they can do to help you with.